Welcome back to Planescape Torment, an audiobook read by yours truly. Last time, I managed to open up this D12 and read the crazy ramblings of a lunatic. That is me. They were my crazy ramblings from a while ago. I did learn some things, but overall, wasn't super enlightening. And as for now, I have business with Mr. Advocate once again. I wonder if there's any new dialogue here. I mean, besides, obviously, I need to ask him about Legacy. His daughter apparently left. You know what? Anyway, let's just see what he's got. See, Giannis, he turns as you enter and affixes you with a tired gaze. There are dark sacs beneath his eyes, and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Hello. You again? Giannis frowns slightly as he stares at you. What did you want this time? Well, you see... Huh. I can tell him about this? That seems like maybe not a good idea. But... I guess there's nothing else that's new here, so... Giannis, there's a sensory stone in the sensorium that contains a fragment of your daughter's experience. His eyes blaze with hope. There is? But in which one? You must tell me. It's one of the sensate sensory stones. If you're not a sensate, you could not gain access. He thinks for a moment. I must find a way. Perhaps they would make an exception for her father. You probably shouldn't. I feel like if he like sees that, he's probably just gonna want to kill the shit out of me, right? I mean, we did already admit to him that we had lost our memories or whatever, but I don't know. It seems inadvisable. Oh well, whatever. I mean, we can see where it goes at least. If you wanted, I could speak to someone. I'm certain they would make an exception in your case. Giannis looks relieved. If you could, I would be most grateful. I'll go settle the matter shortly. Now, in the sensory stone, she left a legacy number for me. Ah! Giannis nods. Seems you spoke true. My daughter was known to you then. He sighs. Hold a moment and I will see what was left to you.
My journal.
All the articles are accounted for. Giannis holding 3 scrolls in his hands. I had no idea she'd established a legacy here. He is staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may I read them, sir? Let me read them first, then I shall decide. Of course. Giannis seems broken. But please, I beg you. I have very little left to remember my daughter by. Okay. We have a bunch of lie and vow options, but I don't see what any of these really... Like, none of these seem especially different from any of the other options I have here. I understand. Farewell. We'll just be, you know... Okay. Most of them were dropped on the ground, apparently, so that's cool. I really love it how my inventory is constantly full. What the hell is this? Dayanara's ring. This ivory ring was part of Dayanara's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, and though it is cold to the touch, the chill is strangely comforting. The ivory band stretches to fit the width of any finger. Okay, gonna need to get that identified. So we've got... Healing Scroll, Legacy. So what the hell is this? Healing Scroll. Tissue thin vellum scroll, part of Dayanara's legacy. Scroll is neatly rolled up and wrapped with a red ribbon. When the ribbon is opened, the healing magic contained within the scroll is released. Will heal even the most critical of wounds. It disintegrates into powder when used. 33 hit points. I mean, that's a lot, I guess, but... And then this. Oh boy. Okay. My love, if you're reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you were forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me. And the brief moments when we were alone and you let your feelings be known, that was when I knew you cared for me. Carry no regrets with you, carry no guilt. For I came with you on your haunted journey of my own accord, and no matter how death came for me, I know that you did everything in your power to save me. Our lives are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight has seen what is to come, only in staccato segments, but it is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time. We shall be reconciled again. Thus, do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Carry my ring with you, and these other pieces of me, and think of me. Keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Forever, Deonara. Huh. Oh, there's 2 healing scrolls. I didn't realize there was a stack here. So the 3 scrolls and a ring. Huh. Well, I assume that the healing scrolls don't do anything in particular on their own. Can I put this ring on without identifying it? Yeah, I can. It doesn't seem to really have any effect. Well, it increases my armor class. Or decreases it. Ugh, whatever. Yeah, but I really feel like I need to get that identified. Honestly, this feels like it didn't tell me as much as I thought it would. I don't know, I don't suppose, like, using... Okay. No, the healing scroll just does what it says it does. Alright. I didn't realize Fall from Grace has a diary on her? What is this? This book looks like it's made from paper-thin silver sheets. The engraving of a woman is on the cover of the text, and there's a small lock on the side of the book. No matter how you try, the lock resists your attempts to open it. That's... interesting. Actually, yeah, I haven't really looked over her stuff very thoroughly. I don't know. I feel like I need to get this ring identified before I decide anything here, so I'll be back. Okay, let's see. Deonara's wedding ring. Oh. Saving throws, armor class versus piercing. Usable only by Nameless One. This ivory ring was part of Deonara's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, and though it is cold to the touch, the chill is strangely comforting. Ivory band stretches to fit the width of any finger. Among the many secrets of the Society's sensation is the ability to shape a peculiar stone from Elysium dubbed Soul Stone. While the stone is not as powerful as the sensory stones, the Soul Stone is said to carry an imprint of the Shaper's feelings. These rings are often used in sensate marriage ceremonies, each ring inscribed with the feelings of the other. This ring was obviously intended for you. When wearing Deonara's ring, you gain added protection from all attacks, and additional protection from any piercing attacks. Presumably, the ring's purpose is to shield the heart from shock and trauma, and this extends to any physical pain the wearer suffers as well. I guess I'm putting it on. And that's it, huh? Huh. Well, to be honest, the note didn't really tell us anything that we didn't already know, unfortunately. I guess we could see if we can let Advocate in here. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh well. I had some questions. There's a man named Yanis whom I was hoping you would grant temporary access to the private sensorium. For what reason would we allow such a thing? One of the stones there contains a fragment of his daughter's experiences. She died far from home, not having seen him in a long while, and he mourns for her loss deeply.
My journal.
Splinter nods, thinks for a moment, then nods again. Yes, we shall allow this Yanis to enter the private sensorium. Well escorted, of course. You may tell him he has permission. Great. Alright, well that wasn't hard. You see Yanis. He turns as you enter and his eyes light up hopefully. Ah, at last. Were you able to convince him to grant me access to the sensorium? Yes, they agreed to give you access to your daughter's sensory stone. Thank you, good sir. Thank you. I'm in your debt. There was no trouble, Yanis. Please go see the experiences of your daughter. I think they might ease your troubles. I kinda doubt that.
Updated my journal.
But whatever. I guess I'm gonna give this to him as well. You know what? Actually, let me just like zone out and in and see if his state updates in any way. Apparently not. He doesn't even seem to mention it. That's interesting. I guess actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the only reason we were able to see like both sides of that memory was because it was our memory. Like it was recorded from her point of view, but we were in it, so we got like both sides of it. But for anybody else, it probably wouldn't work that way. So I guess it's probably okay. I guess I'm just gonna hand this over. Here's Deonara's legacy, as I promised. Yanis takes the scroll and studies it. There's a long silence, then he slowly looks up at you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case. Yanis hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. Okay. Is there anywhere else we can go with this? This one was one of them destroyed. I may have been responsible for the fire, apparently. Okay, this is somewhere I can go. You? What do you mean? I may have done it at some point in the past, when I was not in my right mind. I regret my actions and ask for forgiveness. But Yanis looks almost at a loss for words. But why? Some of the things that were burnt, they were precious only to me, irreplaceable. It's likely that one of those mementos or documents was threatening to this other self of mine. I do not believe I will ever know. Your other self? What are you speaking of? I have a peculiar condition. I lose myself on occasion, become someone else for a time. During that time, my actions are not my own. Yanis frowns. He seems to be thinking the matter over. I have heard of such symptoms of the mind, temporary amnesia, and the emergence of another personality. Then there's the fact you've chosen to claim responsibility for the crime. Well, this isn't interesting. Well, I mean, not responsibility. Am I responsible? That's a question. That's something I've been trying to like think about this whole time. Is it's like, I mean, I, the player, obviously didn't have any control over any of this, but does the Nameless One, as he is here now, as defined by the player, bear responsibility for all the actions that have been taken by him in the past that he can't remember? And that, presumably, under his current personality, would not have done. This is a more interesting option, so I'm gonna go with this. Well, not responsibility for the crime. After all, my actions were not my own.
My journal.
Yanis frowns, then his expression relaxes. There's nothing to forgive. I have come to terms with the loss, and no lasting harm has been done. I do not know why the target was chosen, however. There was nothing of value among the documents burned. What were they? Legacies mostly, some very old ones. Legacies? Actually, I believe you have a legacy for me. Right, this is what Crazy Guy was talking about, yeah. Indeed, very well. Do you remember the legacy in question? Number 51AA, I believe. He looks at you in surprise as you name the legacy. That is extremely old. Are you certain? A shocked look comes upon his face. I hope that wasn't one of the ones that was burned. How old is it? Well, Yanis ponders it for a moment. Several decades at least. Can you check and see if it still exists? He nods quickly. Oh, yes, of course. It will take a moment. Very well. I will wait. Yanis returns, nodding. Yes, fortunately, it was unharmed by the fire. All the articles are safe. Cool. Could I collect on it? I am the beneficiary. Of course. Sign here and here on the dotted line. There and there. All right. There we are. That should be the last of the paperwork. Here are all the items that were in the vault. One looks like a foundry receipt, though quite an old one to be sure. Did the deceased have something commissioned at the foundry? I don't really know. Perhaps... I'm beginning to think just about anything is possible. Where is the foundry? Well, I mean, I know where that is, but... it's located in the lower ward. It's past the Great Gate. Look for a number of guardsmen and guards at a gate, and you should be in the right place. We did need to get in there, so this is convenient. Thank you for the directions. Well, good thing we brought that up, I guess. We didn't actually have the ability to bring up... Oh my god, there's all this stuff again. Ah! Oh, apparently I got to keep this. Oh, man. It's all this crap. Strange chunk of rock. This lump of stone is much lighter than it looks. It might be the petrified organ of some creature. Although this lump has a stone texture, it is extremely pliant, like a sponge. For some reason, just looking at it makes you hungry. A disturbing, gurgling sound occasionally comes from the stone. Okay, that's weird. Receipt, piece of paper with some sort of symbol stamped on it. And this is, I guess, for the guardsmen or whatever. Kaleidoscope gem. Shimmering jewel catches the light and reflects it in a spray of colors. It looks extremely valuable. Man, I get the feeling I should go back and talk to talk to Dayanara again, having learned all of this stuff. I'm not certain that she's gonna be any more interested in saying anything. Or that there is necessarily anything more for her to say. But it kind of feels like there might be. I don't know. I still need to find something to placate Quell with. I do need to speak with him. Right, so if I'm correct, the way into where Ravel's been mazed is in the foundry. So I might want to leave that for later. But I don't have the key. I think Quell has that. And then I have no idea how to unlock the key. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But we're getting there. We're getting towards finding this Ravel. I don't know what exactly that's going to accomplish. We're obviously looking for answers, but I'm just not sure how many of those we're gonna get. Should I just go identify all this stuff now? I guess. I should really go through all these fucking scrolls and, like, make this guy learn some of these spells or something at some point. Alright, let's get identifying. Probably redeemable at the Great Foundry. Alright, that didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know, but whatever. Stone Gullet of Lefal the Gross. Unique artifact. Permanent +1 save versus poison. Permanent plus 15% resistance to acid. Gurgling Stone Gullet of Lefal the Gross is not as well known as most artifacts tend to be. No wars have been waged over it, no betrayals, no epic journeys into the underworld. Only a few moralizing sorcerers, a fat man, and his stomach. As the legend goes, Lefal the Gross was said to have been a promising practitioner of the art, a sorcerer's apprentice to one of the lost seers of Essanon. Despite his skill at the art, however, his gluttony was the subject of much ridicule among his peers. Essanon was that place that one guy was, like, mourning about or whatever. Oh, that reminds me, I think in my journal it said I needed to go back to that guy and tell him that I'd inscribed the name on the thing or whatever. I have to remember to do that. During the last great massing of Essanon, Lefal was invited to dine at the center table, but unknown to him, his peers had filled his wine goblet with an elixir of turning flesh to stone to teach the rotund student a lesson. Wow, that sounds really cool. Lefal consumed such great amounts of food and drink during the mass, however, that it diluted the potion's effects. Complaining of a stomach ache hours after the feast, the local healers discovered that Lefal's stomach had turned into stone, yet was still capable of digesting food. Lefal lived the rest of his days happily eating, though his gullet was a few pounds heavier than before. When he finally died, his stomach was removed as an oddity, and since then it has wandered the plains in search of new stomachs. To use the artifact, one must consume it. It has the consistency of stale bread. So doing will turn the eater's stomach into the stone gullet. Devouring the stone gullet of Lefal will grant the user the blessing of stone and rock and slight resistance to stomach acid. Okay. Alright, sure, I'll just eat this. Alright, it's been it. Oh wait, I think I just had Dakon eat it. Oh. Well, that wasn't quite what I meant to do. That's fine. You know what? I don't really care. Alright. Next. Kaleidoscopic Eye. Invokes Chromatic Orb when held. Special equipped. Usable only by good. +1 versus saving throws and save versus spells. Neato. 100% resistance to magic. This shimmering jewel is actually the corpse of a radiance spirit from the upper plane of Elysium. When these creatures pass away, they leave their shimmering husks behind. These husks are often mistaken for jewels or semi-precious stones. Their essence is still that of harmony and goodness, and they can only be employed by a creature whose heart is filled with good intentions. The kaleidoscopic eye can either be wielded in the hand or placed in an empty eye socket, depending on whether its owner wishes to use it for defense or offense. When held, the user may summon its power to harness ambient light, twist it, and then turn it against his enemies. When placed in the owner's eye socket, the eye grafts itself to the wearer's skull and helps shield its new owner. It absorbs a portion of the energies from incoming attacks and provides proof against all manner of magical attacks. When the kaleidoscopic eye's offensive power is exhausted, it cracks and turns to dust. Oh. So, if you equip this, if you, like, use its special effect, then it just, like, goes away. I don't really think I care about this that much. I don't know. I'll keep it on me. I feel like I identified this earlier, but +1 to armor class. Just a ring that gives you armor class. Okay. Anybody in particular want this? Why is Fall from Grace's AC so good? Fall from Grace's Chastity Bodice? It's made from tanned hide of some creature. Despite its prim and proper appearance, it does little to detract from Grace's sensuality. Okay. The bodice possesses no known powers other than some minor enchantments that prevent it from becoming dirty and repairs minor tears in the fabric. Okay, well that's a weird name for that. Alright. I don't know. Fine, you just put it on deck on. I don't really care. I kind of want to get inside here again, which means I need Pox to kill me, I guess. I think this works the way I want it to. Hey Pox, can you smuggle me into the mortuary? Hi, only deader dustmen go in gate they do. You want Pox to make you deader again? Yeah, let's do it. Pox unpeels his arms from his robe, revealing a rusted dagger in each of his rash, splotched hands. With a blur of the blades, cut 2 lines across your throat, and your vision fades to black.
Talk about beating a dead horse. I hope you haven't forgotten yourself. I don't want to explain our boring adventures all over again.
Yeah, thanks, Mort. Appreciate your, sympathy. So, let's see. I need to go downstairs? Upstairs? I need to go somewhere. Oh, wait, can I just go this way? Oh, God. Wait, hang on. Not here. Uh-oh. Aww. I think the game crashed, yeah. Shit. Hey, that's the first time it's done that, so we're doing okay on that front at least. Okay, let's see. Where am I going? I guess over here. Alright, Daenerys still here? Oh yeah, there she is. Oh, I don't think this is, probably not a good idea, but...
Again you have come. Why is it you continue to torment me?
Yeah, she's still mad at me. That's fair. Once again, Daenara materializes. This time her face is filled with desperation, and her arms are outstretched, as if she is reaching for something. As she fades in, the desperation in her face changes to fury, and she says, as she said, "There's much I need to know. I had some questions for you." "I have no answers for you. Your unfaithful heart has guided you this far. Let it guide you the rest of the way. Now be gone." Oh. This sucks. What the hell? The only options I have to try and, like, actually talk to her here are, like, not good. More, like, they're kind of manipulative along the lines of what we were seeing earlier, which is, I mean, this first option's obviously horrible. I don't want to pick that. This is not great either, though. Also, I don't think it's gonna work, but... And then the other two are just, okay, I'll leave. But like, I'll just try this. I need your help, Daenar. Will you spurn me when I need you the most? Spurn you? You dare to accuse me of spurning you? Daenar flings her arms outward in an arc, then brings them in front of her, the index finger of each hand pointed at you. It looks as if she is calling forth some sort of sorcery. How dare! Uh-oh. Prepare to defend yourself. Burn. May you burn as if the very fires of Bartor were devouring you from within. Burn and know it is but a fraction of my hatred for you. I curse you with all my heart and soul that you will never be free of the shackles of your wretched unlife. May you shrivel and die, your mind withering as it festers in your rotting body. Daenara, wait, I've come to apologize. Once spoken, the curse cannot be undone. Daenara's voice drops to a hiss. Know this, I have all eternity, my love. I shall wait for you to come to death's halls. She smiles, but there's no joy in it. We shall be together again. Seriously, can I just talk to you? Daenar closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades away. Well, fuck! That didn't work. Nah. I mean, it's fair, I guess, but shit. I really don't want to pick this first option. I really don't want to. But I don't think... just leaving isn't gonna get me anywhere, man. Like, if it's really awful, I can just leave. I mean, I can just undo it. I have the power of save states. Fine, fine. I'll say it, alright? Lie. This is not the Dayanara I remember. Dayanara I loved was kind, gentle, never abandoned a soul in need. Have you truly fallen so far? The furious expression on Dayanara's face melts like water. The speed of the change is as frightening as the desperate expression now on her face. No, no, no. I am still the Dayanara you remember, my love. Please forgive me. I beg of you. I'm upset. I'm so upset that worked. This sucks, man. I hate this. Okay, well, yeah, this is obviously not good. I forgive you. Now, I need your help, Dayanara. What is it you wish to know? Wait, can I actually go anywhere from here? Or is this just like what I was doing before? Can you tell me who I am? These are the same. This is the same dialogue I had at first. Tell me about yourself. What am I? Tell me where I am. Who are you? I feel like that was the line that got us into trouble in the first place. Oh, hang on. This looks different. Oh, so I'm preparing to leave. Nothing now, Dayanara, though I shall return. Farewell. Hold a moment. I've learned much when I traveled with you, my love, and what you have lost, I've retained. I've not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of thought. And what is it your sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and... Dayanara grows quiet. What? What do you see? I see what lies ahead for you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Yeah, sure. First I require a promise. Promise you will return. That you will find some means to save me or join me. I mean... I can try, I guess. I will do what I can. I feel like that's as much... I mean, I will find some means to save you or join you. I guess, like... I mean, she's dead, right? Like, I don't think... Well, I mean, true resurrection exists, right? But, like, I don't know. I don't know how that works on the plains. It seems somewhat unreasonable. Join you. I guess just dying might be a reasonable end to the video game, but... I mean, I could just make the promise and then just forget it, right? Like, I mean, that could happen. Oh, fine. I vow. I swear I will find some means to save you or join you.
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the plains. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer.
Destroy what keeps me alive.
I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Die while I still can.
My journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Just go hollow, huh? Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. Alright.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there is only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. Okay. Well, I feel like that was at least kind of worth coming back for. I wonder if that you could have gotten that at the start of the game, or if I did actually need to come back here for that. Hard to say. Well, I hope that's, I made a promise that I'm actually, like, capable of keeping, but I'm not entirely convinced I am. It is what it is. I'll try. Where'd that guy who pawned that box off on me get to? He was around here somewhere when he gave it to me, but I don't really see him anywhere anymore. Yeah, I have no idea where to find that guy. Alright, well. What else did I have? Oh, there was that guy. Hang on. Nestor's looking for a fork of horripilation or whatever. Probably not gonna find a way to break that curse anytime soon. Because I don't want to. I need a ruby. Where'd I even get that? Don't care about this. Oh yeah. Never did turn that in. Alright, this. I guess I might as well do that while I'm over here. Sharegrave, right? Man nods the slightest greeting. The one I asked of you, found out what he's up to? Yeah, Farrad's supply of dead bodies is coming from the catacombs beneath Sigil. Makes a lot of jink selling corpses the dustmen already buried back to them.
Updated my journal.
His eyes widen in surprise, and he begins to shout. How on Barto did he get down there, that piking bastard? His bolt hole is actually a cavern complex that leads to a small city block buried beneath Ragpicker's Square. From there, there's a gate that leads down into the catacombs. I can't believe that bastard's luck! Now that his secret's out, how much longer can it last? Soon the man is laughing merrily. You're right, you are. Here's your jink cutter. Enjoy it. Thanks, I had some questions. Eh? What? Sorry, cutter, no time for you now. May have another time. Please be on your way if you would. Got plans to make. Alright, well, whatever. That probably didn't really matter too much, but whatever.
I'm gone.
It's fine. Okay, well, kind of feel like now I just need to find something to feed Quell. I don't really know where I should be looking for something like this. Maybe the Alchemist? Okay. Guess not. Alright.
I'm gone.
Oh, and that's another thing. I haven't talked to my party members in quite a while. So I should probably, you know, do that. Oh, hey, look, these two managed to meet up. Good for them. Oh, hey, I didn't see this before. Huh. There's a little hut back here. There doesn't really appear to be much going on. Lazy scribe. The man gives a sheepish smile and a half bow at your approach. For a moment I thought you were one of my employers, men, when you walked in. Was I ever relieved to see you or not? Why? Why are you here? I cannot stand my work at the records sub-hall 7 for another moment, so I darted off. If I'd simply gone home, my employer would have sent a messenger. That tyrant. That's why I'm hiding here. Of course, I intend to lounge for a bit longer before returning to my cramped little desk. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Not really sure where to look for this. Maybe Vrishchika has something for sale. I don't think there was anything that seemed edible amongst her, like, wares. Oh. Well, well, fall from grace, or whatever it is you call yourself now. Truly a pleasure to see you here. What do I owe the honor of your visit? I thought that you rarely trafficked among our kind anymore. She glances at you for a moment, with that same faint sneer. Or is your assignment here almost finished? I do not know what assignment you're referring to, Vrishchika, though your presence here brings with it many questions. Last I had heard, you were a standard-bearer for the Company of the Vulture. How did you come to Sigil? She replies curtly, firing a question back like an arrow. by choice. And you? Where will your orders take you next? She suddenly turns to you. You see, little man, Vrishchika smiles as if savoring the words. The best temptress is one that can make you buy into the illusion of being both promiscuous yet virtuous at the same time. A prostitute priestess, as it were? Mistress Grace is among the greatest. She turns to fall from grace. Are you not? You would not think that a score thousands years of slavery had left their scars, no? Fall from grace speaks with a coldness you have never heard before. The air almost becomes ice as she dissects Vrishchika with a gaze. That is enough. Very well. Though you are the ones who came into my emporium. Vrishchika looks to you. Yeah? Vrishchika gives a quick half bow. Welcome back. Here to buy something? I guess so? Well, that was a lot. Alright, let's look at anything that might be edible. Fiend's tongue. Probably not good to eat, but I guess we'll just ask about it. You examine what appears to be a tongue floating in a jar of brine. Vrishchika frowns at it. This is a fiend's tongue, a Kornagon's, I think, but who really knows? It's said that, placed into the mouth of any living thing, it will give the ability of speech, even if there was none before. I'm selling this oddity for only 66 coppers, should you want it. Oh, that's pretty cheap. Is there somebody we wanted to talk to that couldn't? I guess there was, Murder Sense, but he seemed more like he just didn't want to talk. Same thing with the, with Echo, right? Gorgon Salve. You examine a bottle labeled as Gorgon Salve. Vrishchika holds it up for you. I traded this with some sword-slinging prime worlder, Perseus, I think was his name. What? Are you sure about that? Okay. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. Only 100 copper commons, a bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. Actual, factual Perseus? Okay. That's... I mean, apparently Medusa herself is just hanging out nearby, so I guess... Man, what are we doing with the... like, what's going on with this? Really, like, because there was also that one sensory stone that had a very... It was always... Well... Very obviously, like, Greek myth inspired, but... I don't know. Anyway, what else is here? Monster jug? You examine a plain-looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing as if it might bite you. Vrishchika watches you chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair is prickling up like that. If you'd like it, it's only 123 copper. That's very specific. Go to the front. Chocolate Quasit. Hey, that sounds like it might work. You examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real Quasit, a fiendish familiar, polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Okay, I'll take it. Yes, Vrishchika purrs, a wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Great. Alright, well that's taken care of at least. There's some other really interesting stuff in there. I should go back to talk to her at some point. But for now, we're gonna head back up. And yeah, alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. So next time, we'll finally be able to get something out of that damn quell. See you then.